Howdy folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore 64. I'm looking at a horizontal scroller shooter called Forgotten Worlds. It's been published by US Gold in 1989 and based on the arcade cabinet from Capcom in 1988. Now, you can shoot in multiple directions in this shooter, so it'd be interesting to see how this 8-bit conversion covers the thing. But anyways, for 1 to 2 players, I'm the only player here, so we'll see how I get on. Not expert gameplay, you know this. Dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat, with stress busting all the way and seeing how you would have got on the game in your first or second go. Now, it's the 29th century. A god called Bios, an evil god, has reduced the earth to a desolate wasteland. Well done him. Now we need to destroy him and his 8 demigods on this mission over a number of levels. My strength is down the left hand side. Here I am, here, and straight away I'm making a mess out of the directional shooting. The arcade cabinet had a switch control. Here it looks like up and fire rotates it. If you leave that alone, it stays in no direction. I'm going all over the place. Watch my energy go down. Now, sometimes when you destroy an enemy, it will turn into a coin. That's currency called Zenny, and there'll be the occasional shop we can go in to upgrade our weapons and get various other bits. Right, let's just try and stay on one side. My energy going down super fast. Now, if you die, you do have some credits to continue. Continue. I'm not sure if it's continue where you left off. Anyway, the sound is okay. Scrolling is sort of okay, although a little bit slow. Stars gradually going back in the background there. Right, so green enemies firing. Don't know if they've had too many Brussels sprouts. Does that mean dead? Yes, continue. I will do. Right, on we go. The game looks a little bit tricky to me. I'll try and the directional control doesn't really work. Well, it's a newbie anyway. So the playability is a little bit tricky here compared to things like Zybex, which is a great horizontal shooter. But yes, I'll try and go as far as I possibly can. I'm staying down one side of the screen now, trying not to do the directional control, but you need the directional control to be any good at the game. Possibly it's something you can get. Now, if you had this game back in the day, let me know. Is a directional control something that's easy to get eventually? I'm sure finding it tricky. As soon as I'm doing it, I'm having a big bother. Try and destroy the enemy as soon as they come on the screen, so they've got less chance of firing those white snowball things at you. If I get off level 1 looking at this, I'll be absolutely amazed. I know no cheats for this game. If you like your Commodore 64 stuff, we've reviewed quite a few now. Click on, well, if you want to see all of them, click on my username, takes to the channel page. They're all in the playlist there. Click on the playlist tab when you're on the channel page and you'll see Commodore 64 along with a load of other stuff. So we're flying through space. Put your favourite horizontal scroller shooter of the Commodore 64 in the comment section below, your favourite one. Create a bit of activity on the channel as these guys fire bazookoid missiles at me. As I say, I like Zybex. There's probably a few others I've reviewed that I can't quite remember. And I just destroyed a Zenny then. I need the Zenny. They're not doing the euro or the US dollar. They're doing the Zenny here. I don't know why the evil god Bios has reduced the planet Earth to a desolate wasteland. It's now called the Dust World. Maybe he was bored. So I presume there's 8 levels on this. At the end of each level you'll fight one of the demigods. Here's a shop. Right, let's go in there. Who's serving in the shop? It's this woman. She's, I think that's that up with her. So those are the different things you can buy. I think there's extra lives, extra energy, maybe weapon upgrades, more health, if you've got enough Zenny. To get enough Zenny, you need to go around the screen collecting the coins. They won't be there forever, and they will eventually disappear. Now I've done the directional control again, so I'm in big bother. In 2-player, I think the your player 2 has a slightly different weapon, so that might help. More of a scattergun, I think. At least that was in the arcades. If you completed this, let me know as well. Now, I'm a bit frustrated with this game because it controls, in my mind, not very user-friendly, to the newbie at least. So I'm not sure I would have gone back to it if I had other similar games in the box. But I do want to... What's going on there? I do want to get a bit further into the game. But for what's there, it looks quite good. The graphics are good, the sound is good. I like the general idea. A little bit generic in places, but you know, it's based on the arcade cabinet from Capcom in 1988. But there's easier to control games, a lot easier to control games there, so I probably wouldn't have played this a great deal, to be fair. I was quite fickle as a kid. I don't know if you you were quite similar. If I weren't good at the game straight away, or felt that I'd never get good at the game, it didn't make me feel very good, and I probably wouldn't have gone back to it too many times. But there you go. And that's what this channel is about, really. It's not expert gameplay, as I said that a few times. It's not encyclopedic. I will try and give you some information. They're not walkthroughs. It's just trying to give you an accurate reflection of what your first couple of games would have been like. The game's very involved. Would you have read all the manual to get good at it? There, sometimes they have to be exceptional to draw you into that degree. So this is reflective of what your first or second go would have been like, and you can try and make the approximation or the prediction of whether you've played it anymore. As I say, good game. Would have tolerated watching a friend watch it or play it, or if they loaded it I wouldn't have complained, but on my own, would I have gone back to it a lot? No, not really. But it's not a bad game if you can get the hang of the controls. Now I'm trying to cheat here by trying to keep the weapon horizontally, just going up and down. Whether that works, I'm not quite sure, but that's what I would have done back in the day. Yes, I got a funny feeling the arcade cabinet's got a lot more oomph than this. Commodore 64 quite often did music in the game. For some reason they haven't done that here. They've gone for sound effects only. I think music might have lifted it up there as opposed to the sound effects. That might have given it something a bit extra. And yeah, I think I definitely would have given it some extra. So there's a Planet Earth in the background. If you see your house as it goes by, then comment in the comment section below. There's a shop there in the middle of nowhere. I don't think they get much passing trade, this shop. I mean, fancy trying to run a shop after an apocalypse. Passing trade must be a bit weird. Anyway, we'll go past this time. My vital strength don't seem to be too bad here, but this is my last life. Wish you could buy a smart bomb. You might be able to do it in the shop. Probably best to avoid these missile-firing nincompoops. If you are a missile-firing nincompoop with a jetpack in a post-apocalyptic world, then comment in the comment section below. You must have travelled back in time, so you could comment that. Unless YouTube still exists there, unless it's called X-YouTube and owned by Elon Musk. Right, what's that thing? It's a big space jellyfish. Biff, 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 biff. Yes, you know, it's a little bit generic, this game. The guy looks a bit like, yes, he looks a bit like a guy in space. These are genetically created characters. The guy from Space Harrier, that's what I'm trying to say. Although Space Harrier was in 3D. Wait. Space Harrier. But it's a 2D version of Space Harrier, really. Anyway, what's all this stuff? Was that stuff I could... they're looking like upgrades. Did I get an upgrade? No, I just lost a load of lives. I should not have flown into that. I thought it was something I could pick up, first of all. It's a load of cogs and stuff, and I've died. Continue. This continues. I'm not seeming to continue where I left off from before. It's put me right back at the beginning again. So it looks like you're going to have to complete the whole stage for continues to be worth it at all. Don't use a continue on level 1. You might as well restart the game from scratch. So if you do get to level 2, you've got at least a few cracks at the thing. It's not a bad little game. It's a good recommendation, but playability, for me at least, is flawed. People play this a lot with saying, no it isn't, Nick, the game is fantastic. Not sure what it would have scored back in the day. I think it would have done okay. I deliberately stay away from the reviews back in the day, just in case they all say it's great and I think it's rubbish, or vice versa. I don't want to be influenced by them. I want to give my own opinion and don't be like a sheep. Sometimes I get some sick because of that, but you know, that's just how the channel works. It doesn't follow how all the other ones go. It doesn't worry itself what other reviews have said if it's good or bad. I'd be honest with what I think. You might disagree, of course, and that's what the comment section is there for. As long as we're having a good old bit of fun, departure from reality. There, if you're going for a bad time, well, here's the channel for you. If you want to do a bit of a binge watch, go all the way through them, it is here for you. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. That helps me greatly. And a huge thank you to the members who've stuck through me through thick and thin as I try and keep this thing going. Which hasn't been easy, I can tell you. But one day it might be easy. You never know. Would it be? Possibly. Right. Bam, bam, bam. It's all about now. You've seen how the gameplay is like. It's all about, can I reach level 2 now? That's all. It's the only thing that matters. Nothing really matters to me. Apart from level 2. Right, 6 levels of this. I don't think it's going to vary a great deal. It's just trying to see what the end of level bosses are like, if you indeed get there. Right, this strategy is it's better than my going around the screen firing in all directions mad strategy. Looks like some aliens are coming from behind me there. Don't want them to bash into me because I'm losing mega strength when that happens. Is this going to bear fruit, this strategy? Probably can't complete the game doing this strategy, but as a newbie, it's not a bad thing to do. Try and get used to the wave patterns as they come in. The scenery is repeating, isn't it, I think? I think we're going past the same scenery each time, which is a little bit annoying. Not sure if the arcade cabinet did that. It might well have done. We're a cyborg soldier created specifically to take out the good Bios and his 8 demigods. If you are a demigod, comment below. What's your name? Let us know your appearance. Do you have the head of an octopus and the body of a worm, or the head of a horse and the body of a photocopier? Let us know what's your beef, baby. Right, in the shop we go. Here's Sandra, whoever her name is. Let's buy some stuff this time. 7,000 zenny. Well, I didn't pick that up. As you see on the top there, I've got 2,600 zenny. I've got zenny, Benny. What's that? I spent a bit of money there. Right. At the end in a Gothic font. It's not a futuristic font, despite this being set in the 29th century. That's a bit in the future. Right now the gun's got all around the place. I press up and fire, and that's caused me to rotate. That's basically the switch button from the arcade. Up and fire. Then it's hard to get back to where you were again, which I have done. So I'm getting used to that a little bit. So I was playing this for about a whole day. I might get perfective going around the screen, but basically flying around the screen is not going to do you too much good because there's not a great deal of room to work with. You might as well do what I'm doing and stay in one place and try and avoid them that way, rather than adding extra complication to the thing as we destroy this space jellyfish crab man. Boom! Take that, jellyfish crab man. Right. Office buildings here. As I say, you might have passed your house. Right, this is sort of like where we got last time, but I crashed into these, which I don't want to do. I've crashed into them. There's going to be another lot of stuff. High score. I was expecting 2-player to be quite good, but Zybex for the win for me. Check out the review of Zybex on the Commodore 64. It's got music playing in that one as well. Kabiff kaboom. Right, come on then, get to level 2. Concentrate. You aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes. Sometimes I forget and go way over, in particular in racing games, but I seem to be round about that now. I can't remember where I started. Come on, be the end of level 1 please soon. It's going to be some evil end of level boss, I probably think. Some kind of a strange demigod from somewhere or other. Ooh, strength's not looking particularly good. About a third left, or just over a third left. Trying to avoid contact with these missile guys, dressed in lovely green. They look like robots to me. There's a Zenny there, more Zenny for Benny. Right, I missed that coin. That coin disappeared. Looks like we're going to slightly different territory here. Looks like some kind of blue mountains, or blue purpley mountains. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Could be Virginia. Earth is space dust. Right, it's all gone a bit quiet. Oh, I think I've completed level 1. Well, a high five. Let's all do a high five. Yay, we've high-fived it. Yay, oh good. There's Elon Musk there. He's just realised he's paid too much for Twitter. Or someone's kicked him somewhere where we shouldn't mention. Was he's had a bit of a problem. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what's going there. I will burn him with my aura. What a nincompoop. I hate that guy. Whoever that was. Right, stage 2. There we go, here I am in stage 2. Life's not looking particularly crazy. A bit of green there, it says CAPCOM a lot. Oh, see, this is where you nearly need to fire down at that stuff. I won't continue any further, but the directional control becomes more important, it seems, from level 2 onwards. So level 1 is just trying to learn it, and then it gets more advanced, which is how all good games should progress. So hope you like having a look at that one. I quite liked it. But the playability, needs a bit of practice. Playability needs suffered quite a bit there with the directional control, but you could get it probably with a bit of practice. So hope you're looking at that. That's Forgotten Worlds on the Commodore 64, published by US Gold in 1989, based in the arcade cabinet from Capcom in 1988. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retros, this disc buzzes around for some unknown reason, maybe it's stuck. Yeah, got any comments about this game, anything at all, put that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye. Probably best to avoid these missile firing nincompoops. If you are a missile firing nincompoop with a jetpack in a post-apocalyptic world, then comment in the comment section below. Boom! Take that, jellyfish crab man.